This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice. The sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind and turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
The conservative Christian holiness movement was begun by John Wesley around 1750. It emphasizes the goal of human perfection by conforming to supposed biblical morality. Sexual activity, according to this movement, is only to be for reproduction, and thus only between a married man and woman. Any other form of sexual expression is forbidden. Drinking of alcohol is also forbidden, as is dancing and listening to or performing music other than religious hymns. A person is to be modest in dress, live simply, work hard, and read and study the Bible during extra time. Today, most conservative and evangelical churches say they believe in such holiness standards. To be holy, for them, is to be like God. Now, today's unique service, taking the form of a music video interspersed with brief messages from me, is Michael's and my attempt to try something new and perhaps fun and different, while also trying to answer today's topic or question: what does it mean to be holy? To begin, we completely reject my just described understanding of what holiness means. As with other matters, conservative Christianity and other forms of religious fundamentalism try to define for others what holiness means. Michael and I firmly but respectfully disagree with their religion-based definitions. Holiness has nothing to do with ancient writings and what they say about human morality. It has nothing to do with a location or a building. A church, temple, or mosque is not holy, nor, in our opinion, is any supernatural god, goddess, or human saint. Instead, to be holy is to practice universal, timeless, and humanist values based on reason. To be holy is not a matter of belief, but of practice. It's not a self-focused effort to win an eternal reward in heaven. To be holy is to be concerned with actively expanding the well-being of all humanity and all creation. This definition of holiness sees humanity as just one part of a beautiful but complex cosmos in which all things are interconnected and interdependent. In that way, holiness involves a mindset of, quote, we instead of me, end quote. I will work for the peace, comfort, and joy of all humanity, instead of just my own. I will practice kindness, caring, serving, and giving to all others, more than I do for myself. To be holy means I will do my best to practice the universal law of love, to act and speak in ways that uplift, encourage, support, and help the wider universe of all creation. To be holy is to be selfless and not selfish. It is to be encouraging and humble. It is to be understanding and wise. To be holy is to constantly seek inward improvement of character. To be holy is to seek the basic needs of life for ourselves, but just enough so that we can help all others. To be holy is the most difficult effort I will undertake, but it is one I must pursue my entire life. To be holy is, in sum, to love and serve the world more than I love and serve myself.
Look at the trees, they dance for you and for me. Just hear the song that they sing, they're bleeding tiny red wings. It begins. I feel the winds rising again. Look at the sky, it's heavy with stars in the night. Too much for you and for I, blue like the tears that we cry. It begins. I feel the winds rising again. And though it's unmistakable, we just look away. Well, I tried to tell myself that it was fear and nothing more. And I tried to shut my ears, but the pounding I could not ignore. While the shadows are stretching, it's plain to see, and it seems to me my whole line of tiny red wings. Look at the sun, it looks so ancient and strong, so big we know when to run, and its tears are blue like our own. It begins. Can you feel the winds rising again? Now look in
I returned last Sunday evening from a 2-week vacation in Colorado, visiting my daughters. Now, the natural wonders of every U.S. state are all beautiful, but for me, the Rocky Mountains are a favorite. I was in awe of the stunning grandeur of the mountain peaks I saw, many of them carpeted with towering pine forests and highlighted by fall-colored aspen trees that added yellow and orange hues to the green vibrancy. On both Sundays, I was not with GNH's Sunday service. I experienced church in the heart of nature. Like many people, I can't help but feel the presence of great universal forces when I'm standing in a forest or sitting on a rock overlooking mountains millions of years in the making. Is that holiness I sense? I believe it is. Indeed, most of the holiness I often feel is from nature, in my backyard, in the trees and bushes and grass lawns of our church, in the oceans and the star-filled nights and the wide empty spaces of prairies and deserts. From a book by John Muir entitled The Mountains of California, I experienced during my time in Colorado, some of what he did. In one passage, he wrote, quote, "Climb the mountains and get their good tidings. Nature's peace will flow into you as sunshine flows into the trees. The winds will blow their own freshness into you, and the storms their energy, while cares will drop away from you like the leaves of autumn." End quote. Nature is my spiritual womb, the creative force to which I feel very close. But my enrichment in nature must not become a selfish privilege. To enjoy our planet and its natural beauty means I must do all I can to preserve it for others. And that includes not just for people presently alive, but for those born many years from now. Nature is a sacred gift and a responsibility that even the Bible commands we are to tend, protect, and watch over. In that sense, the holiness of nature is to be honored and never abused. Only humans exploit the natural world beyond their need. If there was no human greed and selfish hoarding, a balance would exist in nature such that each part would exist in harmony with all other parts. The needs of one species would not predominate over other species. To be holy, therefore, also means I must love, preserve, and protect the natural world. Holiness means reducing or eliminating my harmful impact on nature. Such holiness must influence everything I do and have. The car I drive, my house, my travels, my food, my heat, my purchases, my life, my death. Holiness is found not just in how I honor and admire nature's beauty, but in how I take care of it. Once again, holiness comes not with words or beliefs, but in good and helpful actions. As John Muir once wrote, quote, "And into the forest I go, to lose my mind and find my soul." End quote. One of the benefits of nature is the peace I find when I'm in its midst. I may find comfort in man-made things, but it is only in nature that I see relationships as they ought to be, respectful and balanced in equilibrium, where there are no losers, but only winners. Human relations, however, are often not that way. They are far too often marked by strife, anger, competition, and aggression. There's nothing beautiful or uplifting in those actions. Instead, there's only cold brutality that feeds upon itself, often turning people into figurative devils. The honor and respect I am to show others and to nature demands that I practice peace. I must first and foremost, however, find it in myself, and then give some of it away in how I interact with those around me. If I wish to be holy, I must speak and act at all times with no desire and no impulse to do harm. To achieve peaceful holiness, I must listen more than I speak. That means I humble myself and know that others have at least as much wisdom to share as do I. And when I speak, holiness expects that I will do so gently and with kindness, even in matters where I disagree or someone has hurt me. History offers me many peaceful examples to follow. The historical Jesus taught that I am to forgive and even love my enemies. Doing so, he said, involves more than merely saying I will feel peace towards those who attack me. Instead, I must actively refuse to respond with violence and instead counterintuitively serve and care for my enemies just as I do for my friends. Even more, Jesus' nonviolent example, one that the Buddha, that Mahatma Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr. followed. Jesus' nonviolent example was to encourage coexistence, not by allowing violent aggressors to have their way, but to nonviolently show them a better way. Peaceful holiness means letting go of my impulse to hit back by instead asserting my dignity and my worth. Holiness means peaceful protest against injustice. It means sitting at the front of the bus, sitting at a public lunch counter, showing up at the polls and voting, marching in streets and declaring Black Lives Matter, or walking hand in hand with my same-sex partner and declaring that our love is as noble as any other. Holiness asks that I seek cooperation and, yes, even compromise with those who disagree with me. Peace with my brothers and sisters is far stronger than any victory I might selfishly believe I must have. In that way, I follow the ways of Buddha. I must let go of my needs, desires, and petty thoughts, that only I know truth and what is right. When I do that, I will find peace inside and thereby create peace outside. Once again, holy peace is not a matter of thinking or feeling or believing. It is active. To be holy means I will non-violently practice peace with myself, with my enemy and my friend, and with all of creation.
sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. I need to laugh, and when the sun is out, I've got something to laugh about. I feel good in a special way. I'm in love and it's a sunny day. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Take a walk, the sun is shining down. It burns my feet as I touch the ground. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. And then we lie beneath the shady tree. I know her and she's loving me. She feels good, she knows she's looking fine. I'm proud to know that she's mine. Good day, sunshine. 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 Good day, sunshine.
I am richly blessed. I've had some hardships, but I have also been given more than my share in life. I am in reasonably good health. I enjoy loving and being loved by 2 daughters, a calm and caring partner, and a few good friends. I have a home that not only provides shelter, but is a peaceful retreat. I was raised by loving parents, given the fruits of their labor, and I benefit from siblings with whom I share mutual affection. I've earned my keep in this world with work that gives me meaning and purpose. I face the future with some reasonable security. In sum, all that I have leads me to thankfulness and great contentment. These feelings echo what an unknown Catholic priest once said, quote, "It's not joy that makes us grateful. It's gratitude that makes us joyful." End quote. When I meditate on the blessings I've received, I not only feel thankful, but I also draw near, as I do when I'm in nature, with forces of holiness. What forces of fate, free will, and providence have led me to my present state of gratitude and joy? I don't fully know. But I do know those forces are good, right, and indeed holy. To be holy, therefore, is a product of my sentiments of joy and gratitude. I am blessed, and as I meditate on my blessings, I acknowledge them and feel tremendous appreciation for them, many of which are privileges and blessings I did not earn. Feeling joy and gratitude is thus a path to holiness. Pondering my own blessings, I also find ones that are universal. As much as some people do suffer, I believe life for everyone is a blessing. In living, we have the opportunity to love and be loved, to see and feel beauty, to laugh, to cry, to sense togetherness with people and with nature. Such gifts must compel almost every adult to feel glimmers of gratitude and joy, no matter their situation. Indeed, it is an oft-proven truth that only in despair and hurt can we clearly see and feel all that we have been given. Gratitude and joy are, like other aspects of holiness, they are verbs and not nouns. I must actively express my feelings of joy and gratitude. For me, gratitude helps compel me to give. In gratitude for those I love, I give them my time, my treasure, and my love. In gratitude for my work, I hopefully give more than I earn. In gratitude for life and reasonable health, I cherish them and never take them for granted or begrudge the fact that they are not forever. To those whom much is given, much is expected. To be holy, I must therefore prove my gratitude in how I give, how I serve, how I love, and how I find inner peace.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, and
Holiness, for me, is not found in being God-like perfect. If the world were populated by totally perfect people, it would be a dreary place. That's why I don't want to go to a proverbial heaven, because eternal perfection would give me no ability to understand its rich goodness. Absent pain, can we really understand well-being? Without ugliness, can we perceive beauty? Absent hate, can we know love? This doesn't mean I must not try to be better or even perfectly holy. I'll never make it, but I must nevertheless undertake the pursuit. Given the fact that bad things help us understand, perceive, and know goodness, we must ironically accept them, even as we try to end them. And for me, the surest way to combat hate, ugliness, and suffering in the world is to forgive and love. Holiness, for me, is ultimately defined by those two actions. Forgiving is more than just a word. It too is action-oriented, and it means not just letting go of a wrong that's been imposed on me. It means reconciling with an offender. It means building peace, one relationship at a time. It means knowing that everyone is not perfect and occasionally does bad things. But only forgiveness and love can cure them. Holy forgiveness does not mean there are not consequences. In the Christian story of Jesus forgiving everyone their sins, he still had to feel the consequences of human sin through his torture and execution. Forgiveness means nonviolent and respectful resistance while offering a hand of peace and goodwill. After the hateful apartheid regime in South Africa ended, Nelson Mandela and Bishop Desmond Tutu and other blacks did not seek revenge on their white oppressors. Instead, they initiated peace and reconciliation councils that truthfully exposed past crimes through white confession in return for loving forgiveness. Holy forgiveness shows a largeness of heart. It models the eternal truth that love is far more powerful than hate. I may think my anger and my resentment will harm an offender, but in reality, they only hurt me and my desire to be a better person. Hate tears down. Love builds up. Now that's a good conclusion to my meditations and Michael's music videos this morning. Holiness is defined by one word: love. I love others by serving and giving and sharing and caring and forgiving them. I love by listening, empathizing, and humbling my needs below those of others. I love by protecting this earth for the present and for the future. I love by showing gratitude for all that I have and then being joyful because of it. I love by letting go of anger that I hold and pursuing instead reconciliation and peace with everyone. Love is love is love. May we be holy by always expressing love, not only in word, but more importantly, in deed. I thank you for listening and being a part of this very unique service, a music video service. I wish you all much peace and joy.